welcome to part number 2 of the Mega Man X3 Kirby Challenge. Our first stage of the challenge is Blast Hornet. Now, Blast Hornet's stage is the only stage that is not possible to complete with the boss's weakness weapon. Now, if we were to do this stage with a weapon, which we can't, we would do it with the Gravity Well. However, the Gravity Well just cannot hurt the mini-boss. It just does nothing to it, it won't damage it in any way, so we are forced to go through this stage first with the Mega Buster. And this stage was pretty hard. Not so much the stage itself, there's a few parts which are kinda iffy, but it's more about Blast Hornet, and we'll get to him in a little bit. Now, in each of the Kirby challenges, there was one stage that just could not be completed with a weapon. In the first Mega Man X Kirby challenge, it was Launch Octopus. In the second one, it was Magna Centipede, and here it is Blast Hornet. Now, this stage wasn't... I thought it was a little bit easier than those two, just because Launch Octopus and Magna Centipede are a lot harder than Blast Hornet. But the stage isn't really easy by any means. Here's our mini-boss. It is some sort of wireframe wheel or something, and it basically has 3 patterns of attack. Sometimes it'll just skate along the floor and it'll jump up into the air whenever you hit it. Other times it will just circle around the room. And his final pattern, he starts spinning rapidly and bounces around the room. They're all very easy to avoid. Just do a few practice runs and you should be a-okay. The second half of the stage would be pretty challenging if we weren't using the Mega Buster. The Mega Buster just plows through most normal enemies. The charge shot in this game is great. It moves, I think it moves faster than Mega Man X1 and X2. I'm not quite sure on that. It seems like it moves faster. And it just feels better. It really feels good. I love the charge shot. But I absolutely despise the Buster upgrade we get later, but I'll talk about that when we get there. Anyways, here's our second mini-boss, and this mini-boss really isn't a mini-boss. Some robots come down and place some crates on a ship, and it's like, okay, like, what is this? What's the point of this? Like, I don't understand. Why is this here? I really, it blows my mind. Why is this here? What point does this serve? You may be thinking, can this thing even hurt you? Yes it can. It can hurt you. If you run into the crates, you will take damage. And if you let the robots put down 2 crates, some sort of turret thing will come out of the ship and try to hurt you. But other than that, there's really nothing that can hurt you. So, I don't understand. Why? What? Can anyone explain that to me? Anybody? Feel free. Throw down your theories in the comments because I have no idea what the point of that mini-boss is. Anyways, here are the empty rooms in which we fight Bit and Byte. Now, Bit and Byte were crucial parts of the challenge. You need them to appear in the stages you want to. Now, in the case of Bit, you have to face him just randomly outside of the stages because you can only beat him with the ice weapon, but you need all the ammo you can get for Toxic Seahorse's stage. And Byte we have to face in the final stage of the game, so I'll explain more about that later, but they are a huge pain in this challenge. It's really luck-based, and they just made the whole challenge a whole lot harder. Anyways, here is Blast Hornet. Now, if you were using the Gravity Well, Blast Hornet would not be able to move. But since we aren't, we actually have to face him. Now, Blast Hornet, he has 2 different patterns of attack. He switches off once he hits half health. The first form, he just uses a bunch of basic attacks. He'll charge at you, he'll throw some hornets at you. Just be careful. You kind of need to get the feel for him, but he's not too bad. If he does fire a bunch of hornets at you, you can destroy them with the charge X-Buster, so keep that in mind. Once he reaches half health, he'll start a new pattern. He'll throw out this cursor, and if it locks onto you, he'll launch out a bunch of homing hornets. Now these can be very annoying if you decide to destroy them, but here's my strategy. Whenever he throws out multiple Hornets, just destroy all of them except one, and then just avoid the last one. Because if he has one Hornet out, he won't throw out any more, and you can just avoid one, and it's a hard boss fight. It did take me a while, but you should get it after a while. It shouldn't be too frustrating. It's just knowing what to do and where to go. It's not too bad though. Anyways, once we defeat Blast Hornet, we get the Parasite Bomb, which I thought was an absolutely useless weapon before this challenge, but afterwards I think it's not that bad.